then the contractors will not do the road. At the end of the day, we want to blame that on lawmakers. Lawmakers' salary is not for road building. Their staff is not for road building. So if you that call on the radio want to blame lawmaker when you become lawmaker, should you use your salary to build road? No, we shouldn't be doing that. For me, I am calling on the public works minister to get on MDMC to build the Bushel Island Road. That road is very, very, very significant. You can't break people or property along the road, and the road remain that and saying during the dry season there'll be octopus, and we all over the country we not see any octopus or movement around the country. So then you wake up this morning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let him wake up this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. How are you?
I'm yo.
I'm a silent listener. I'm being pushed this morning to make my contribution.
Okay.
I'm Roland Dulu calling from the Jacobstown Rehab Belt. Okay. Concerning the road issue we just raised this morning. Marka, I mean, you might not know, but we that live here, excuse me, we really feel the burden of the pain because some of us have old vehicles that will sometimes help the community members if they are sick, if somebody is in need, is a pregnant woman, and will have to help. But I mean, the most recent thing, I was like helping somebody going down the road, and then the person like almost died on the road because we couldn't get on the road easily. The road is terrible. This road is terrible, my brother. And besides that, we had a meeting with the representative all the time. He told us that there was a contractor who started the road pavement, the concrete pavement. From the Jacobstown in the Japan Free Road, Wayne Road. And since that time, the contractor has stopped. So we asked him, how are we going to get this road done? He said, you're going to, get to the contractor. But up to now, we have not even heard from him. Even though we are waiting for the pavement of the road, but in the meantime, at least let us do some intervention, my brother. This road is very important. From the main road there, you go to red light from the road. Even as Rehab Market, you get to Gatlin Town and other communities around here. So, I mean, that's my point. Thank you for raising this issue for us. Thank you very much.
Okay, you can go off the line. Let me take this call. Good morning.
Marka.
Good morning.
Thank you. This is Alfred and Esteban II. Now speak to you for Johnson here. Marka, I know about the rule very well. That rule was contracted to a guy called George Namin. George Namin is the owner of SWAT Rest Company in Liberia. Okay. That road, along with the Banjo Road and St. Francis Road, those three roads were awarded to George Namin, and the money was even given to George Namin for that road. I mean, the Nicholson Road, getting to rehab. And all the representatives need to do right now is to go after George Namin, is to go after the contractor through the Ministry of Public Works, to know exactly why the road project is not going on. If you can recall, even 2023, the project resumed the project and even started planting the steel right somewhere around before reaching Nicholstown area there, even when you cross Nicholstown. So the money was paid for that road, and the St. Francis Road is next in line. As I learned, I think they are trying to do some cross-route work and whatever. But the government or the representatives need to make sure to go after the contractors. Those are companies that receive money and they not work for. So you can receive over millions of dollars. In fact, the entire road cost 5.8 million United States dollars. I mean, where? Because I was also part and parcel of the meeting. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Alfred. Good morning.
Marka.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I call from Benson Street.
Okay.
Thanks for discussing the issue of road across our country because there are roads across our country that are getting bad on a daily basis. Even the simple bridge in the middle of the bridge, as you cross the bridge, has a very deep hole there. But I would like to discuss the issue of public work maintaining road across our country over a 2-year period for 22 million. For me, I think it is waste of the government resources to maintain road for 2 years or 2 years period for 22 million. So after the 2 years period, what happened? The road will still get battled. It will get eroded. So what I'm asking, what I'm seeing, what I'm recommending, that public works should use that $22 million to do an asphalt payment to a specific site. As time go by, they have another $22 million to do an asphalt payment, but to maintain a dead road or a 2-year period of $22 million, a waste of our taxpayer money, because after the 2 years, what happened? So my brother, I think people those are in authority need to listen and take heed. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning. Okay, that caller slipped off the line. Let me get this one. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka David.
Good morning, Marka Davis.
Yeah. My name is Augustine You're calling from Galansville this morning.
Okay.
Yeah. When you talk about the road construction this morning, especially that Portland road, you realize you are saying nothing about the 100% truth, what you are saying. Go there this morning and get there. But you know what? I not blame the public minister. I blame the lawmakers. Somebody call you talk about say, the lawmakers are not there to pay. Well, yes, but it is their kind of responsibility to make sure they all side. They could pour the public minister, feet to the fire. If he refuses, they could even summon him. But they are not doing so. They said and warning with the executive. You see what happened yesterday, Marka?
What
For
happened?
somebody who lie on an oath and that person is confirmed, to confirm that kind of individual.
Who the individual you referring to?
A deputy minister to internal affairs. You know the story, Marka?
Now you know
That
the
person
story.
was confirmed after the lie. But we got good news for them.
Okay.
The time is coming. Let them be warning and dining with the executive. The time is coming. First now will come.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Damn it. Librarian voter knows how to threaten politicians. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning. Good morning, brother. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for joining.
Okay. I'm Zizou McGill calling you from Bona Farm Telecom.
Okay.
Thank you for the topic this morning. Yeah, but my concern really is about this car well, White Plains, Mount Coffee, and going to the center part of how we call it, Bensonville, coming to Finnock campus.
Mm-hmm.
That is the capital of Montserrado County. All the counties capital nowadays, by the grace of God, is ongoing pavement. But the capital city of Montserrado County, which is Benson, they will call Bento.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the road from Finnock campus to go to Bento, to go to Shottville, to go to White Plains, Harrisburg. You get a power plant there, you get a water treatment plant there, you get the NSA building there. I don't know what thing's supposed to be to that place that really will make that place important to government. But every time when the minister come over here, I will be very, very, very happy to hear him talk about that car well to White Plains, Harrisburg, Mount Coffee, and Bensonville. But nowadays, I can hear that kind of discussion and other things like that. I don't know whether those places are not important, but we pray that they will see the need of that place to do something on that road. Thank you for the discussion this morning.
Okay, thank you so much too for joining us to make your contribution. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, that caller went off the line. Let me take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. My name is Molu Chen and I go for Prinzio.
Okay, go ahead, Malu.
So I just want to make some clarity on the roads that are coming from District 3 all the way to, they'll say from 77 to District 3. The roads currently being patched by the Ministry of Public Works and the World Bank. So you see on 72nd Road currently the team are working. They are patching the road from 72nd when they come to Nizo, from Nizo to the turning point. On the turning point, the Patrick Kumar area leading to Wu Camp and coming as far as Lupo Road going to Subata and hitting the vice president in the president house. So they were all currently under construction. If you see sometimes it will slow down, weather report is one of the issues that is causing problems because our climate change is very affecting Liberia. Sometimes you see it rain at night, and when it rains and you come to do after work in the morning, it gives you some problems. So they've been watching the weather these few days and seeing how best they can patch this road. The government is doing extremely well. And easy I can say by next month, you will see the high duty solar power line leaving from Nizo Junction, coming to Puebla, hitting to Wu Camp, as far as the community. This road will currently be fixed gradually. So let me say to the Liberian people, have a little bit patient. Road fixing It's a process. That's why I just want to let you know. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marka.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for picking my call. Anyway, I'm better.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm calling from.
Oh, better. You managed to come through and you slip up. Good morning. Good
Good morning,
morning.
Marcus, baby.
Yes, good
Yeah,
morning.
good morning.
Go.
Anyway, I'm Joseph Morva calling from Nikuta.
Okay.
To be specific, my fool. Now, I hear people talking about now the corporate responsibility of lawmaker to build road, to do this, to do that, in the oversight. And we know that they are giving money. Government is pumping in money in all districts for development. I can remember during the tenure of the former representative Edward Ford, he built a road from inside Newport Town to Luala Market. Yes, he used the money, he built our road. We should not be pampering these guys, man, to say that they're not responsible to build road. Some of them can promise, in fact, during the campaign time, that they will build road, they will build public toilet, public latrine, they will do this, they will do that. Then we decide to say that's now our responsibility. Then they're taking our money, eating it. We should not do that. Let's be realistic. They are to do it for the district that voted for them. Yes, because government is pumping in money for development. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. They talk, we listen. Good morning. Good morning. You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Lou Gabriel. I'm calling from Town, Ghana's. Thanks and appreciation for the topic on the question. People arguing about the responsibility of lawmakers. That aspect, it has to do with other developmental issues. So they have the oversight to talk to public works to be able to do some work. But if we say today that the public works is the only one that's responsible for road construction, representatives don't have anything to do about that, we are making a great mistake. They should be able to talk to public works to encourage them. The frequent visitation you make to public works will make them to come back to do something in your community. But you can't just go there one time and just sit up. Because there are a lot of communities, a lot of counties in the country that need support. Then we come to the drug side or the vice president side. With this, I think it's good that the vice president was able to make clarity. That's what we expect from somebody. If they say something about you, don't start there and just wait. Be able to exonerate yourself from whatever allegation delivered against you. So I want to tell the vice president thank you this morning for exonerating himself. But maybe he needs more questions to answer. They can still follow up. Thank you so much.
Okay, that vice president needs more questions to answer. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, you are holding the line. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name, where you join us from?
Yes, I'm joining you from Lynn Street.
Okay.
I'm George here calling from Lynn Street.
All right, you are our neighbors. Go ahead.
My attention has been due to the vice president officer who appealed on behalf of George Dito. That George Dito, like he go appeal again, like he go appeal for.
Is it even confirmed that that person is a drug dealer? So there's no. I think we have to.
Okay, the alleged drug dealer.
Yes, let's just say somebody linked to drug activities. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. So I really advising the vice president to start that meeting. Then I got mayor he be start. You shouldn't keep the man in your office because the man will put you forward anytime.
So the man is actually deputy communication person at the group of 77. Like I said on the show and read his statement, he has been suspended pending the outcome of the investigation.
Exactly. Okay. It's good.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Go ahead.
Hello? Yeah, sorry. Thank you for speaking my call again. Again, Beto.
Yeah, okay, Beto.
Yeah. So, Marka, we are talking about road development. You see, this government making impact when it comes to community road in Maserado, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing anything at all. The chicken so factory road from day one till now, there is no way that a car, that a vehicle can access the chicken so factory road easily. Very, very deplorable. And what are you talking about the Portland road?
Mm-hmm.
Give me one community in Maserado that you know that this government is undertaking, some feeder roads. Give me one community. We want to talk about the road from the let's say on the Bruce Island there. But this government is not making any impact. We are struggling when it comes to road. The government is not making any impact. Nobody should convince, yeah, the public ministry doing this, and then they are throwing that. Since the government came to power, Marka, we go around, we are there, we know, we critique, we glorify, we do all. Yeah? For me, I'm not from any specific political party, but I go for the right thing. The chicken soup factory road, see the chicken soup factory road now. See what a vehicle can easily access that chicken soup factory road. I would say no.
Beto, I agree with you. I mean, maybe the slow pace of intervention, community roads. But so how is District 4? I know you're someone who live in District 4.
No, I live in District 2.
Oh, District 2, okay.
I live in District 2, Johnsonville.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I mean, Johnsonville, right close to the chicken soup factory there, in the beginning, right at the bridge.
Oh, okay.
So there we found ourselves.
Yeah, I remember one time you used to cry about a road over there, and I think the president came one time to a church there and said that road should be fixed. I don't know what happened there.
My brother, come and see the chicken soup factory road. Come and see the chicken soup factory road.
Come and see what the law has done.
Yeah, every day, the public ministry, let's say the minister will go on and promise to liberate people, but we are not seeing anything. We are not seeing anything.
All right, Beto. Thank you. Let me take the final call, and then we'll take a break. Expect to see our guest from the Ministry of Health. Yes, go ahead.
My name is Moses Gary, calling for the oil.
Okay.
That's what I just called income material estate. The whole of material estate is paid. So the government is waiting for the draft to do all of the road construction. We on there in November month, there's a rain, kind of rain coming here down for a rain. So the government is waiting. The government is going to take all of the figure road in the capital city. So you should be talking about.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Sharp feedback. Yeah, it went up the line, in fact. So let me do justice to this person. I want to do justice to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka Davis.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you. So this is Jeremiah when I'm only known as Really.
Okay.
So my brother, let me make things clear to the labyrinth people. That's why our leaders are always overlooking us as a citizen, feel that we don't have the power. Because we sit down, when you're on your side, you defend it. When you're out of your side, you have problem with it. That's what's going on. The man who say we should go to material estate, that material estate from door to door, we're talking about road where people will access to clarity into the community and other areas. Now the only thing this government talk about is Saisi Road. Saisi Road are already paving. There's short, what's our local road? What's our right here from right here to River Set? Those roads, right here, Bapulu. Are we not supposed to get access to those places? And you talking about Matari Road. The estate houses that are already having road. You go and put mud on and quota over it, that the road we're talking about.
Okay, thank you. Let me see. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. This is Molly King.
But how many now you can hear Molly?
I just want to make something clear. Yeah, government being rule is important, but we just want to stress another point. Those that normally live along the front, we are doing business along the front, we should be able to pay from their stuff.
You're sounding very low.
Hello, you getting me?
Yes.
So, like I said, government paying road is fine, but the next thing we gotta utilize the funds used. So those major roads, the businesses and other people that are along the front view should learn how to pay from the establishment to the sidewalk to get some decency towards the road to get the road updated that people can use and
Yeah, y'all bet the road for it.
the road, the current road have been to some area the road built like from EW Junction going to Ralph Highway coming to Painesville.
All right, thank you. Thank you. So I think that's all we can do for the calls. I'm sorry to those of you who did not get through, but this is all we can do for the calls. But again, you're listening to the OK Morning Rush here on OKFM 99.5. My name is Marka Davis, sitting here bringing you this wonderful early morning radio program. Let's take this break as we expect our guests from the Ministry of Health to show up. Like I said earlier, we are expecting two astute leaders from the Ministry of Health. We expect Dr. Noah Kopu Dolo Dennis and Dr. Kula Kotemang. We will be talking about the National Fistula Outreach Campaign. So yes, the both of them are coming in shortly so that we can get the ball rolling with this signature tune. Yes, my auntie, Princess Deming, who lives in Johnsonville, is celebrating her birthday on today. And so I want to wish her happy birthday. That's you, Princess Deming. So enjoy your birthday today. Anything, just let me know. Yes, please. I wish you all the best, but in the meantime, in so doing, So, when you promise the people, it is very important to stand by that promise. That's why, this music, when they were coming, the promise that they were going to be freedom fighters. And then at the end of the day, when they came and conquered, they did not stand by that promise. They begin the opposite of what they said they will be. So even as a politician, no matter how hard it is to win an election, whether it's in your district, county, or the country at large, you should be able to make realistic promises to the people. At least promises that you are able to deliver on at least 70%. I listened to one politician who said when a politician makes a promise and they deliver 50% on that promise, it is a passing mark. But I think you should make realistic promises during a campaign. But again, the painful thing is that even the electors themselves, they don't like the truth. Sometimes during elections, some politicians and candidates will come with a platform, unveil their manifestos to the population, the huge crowd. And when that politician turns his back without doing anything extra that they know, they will say that man is serious, that woman is serious. That thing will come in vote for. But they listen to your plans. They listen to, the ideas you're bringing on the table. But they believe that because you didn't do certain things, they say, that kind of thing will be here for. These are some of the issues, So we have to be making realistic promises that we can fulfill. Well, so like I mentioned earlier, we have our guest in studio now. I guess I'm getting these names correctly. Dr. Noah Kopu Dodo Dennis and Dr. Kula Kotimine. I hope I'm getting these names correctly. But let's try to link up with them now as we try to talk about the upcoming National Fistula Outreach Campaign. So yes, we will cross over to them now to say good morning. It's great to have you both here this morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's also very good to have you.
Are you the one always doing the program here in the morning?
Yeah, Ask Dr. Fertility.
Yeah. I'm seeing a face. I'm not making a mistake.
Yeah.
But it's great to have you. And good morning, Mom.
Good morning. I'm glad to be here today to be a part of this awareness.
Yes. So we will not be speaking too much, maybe English business, so that our people then can understand the particular thing you're coming to talk about. Because I must say again, say, festula, what they say, I really don't know. So however, let's talk a little bit about, the both of you, just before we can get to what we are here to talk about, who is Dr. Kotima, who is, Dr. Dennis, just a little bit.
So who starts?
You.
Okay. So, okay, I'm Dr. Noai Kaputoro Dennis. I'm the Senior Policy Advisor to the Minister of Health and the technical lead for the National Fistula Campaign. So today we'll be talking about the campaign. Today is officially is the start date of the campaign. So we'll be talking, like Dr. Kottiman said, we'll be creating awareness and breaking it down in simple English for the people to understand.
Okay, see a little bit too.
So I'm Pastor Dr. Kula Kottiman, a graduate of AM Dougherty College of Medicine, practiced for 10 years now. Also, the Quest for Women Health. Enter into the postgraduate at LCPS, that's Liberal College of Physicians and Surgeon, where I graduated 4 years ago as an obstetrician gynecologist. Presently, I'm heading the OBGYN department, and women, I consider women at the Redemption Hospital. I head that department as the doctor there. And with the Quest for Women, seeing the need for women health to improve, I'm also pursuing a degree, a postgraduate degree in women health specifically at the Brigham University. And I also serve as a senior pastor for my church, where lives of women have been impacted both spiritually, physically, and medically. So I'm glad again to be part of this witness. Thank you.
So when they say women are strong, I think that's another definition of saying women are strong. You are a pastor, you are working, you are in school, and you are taking care of family.
Sure.
I appreciate you, mother.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's talk about this thing. Fistula, firstly. What is it? What kind of condition is it?
So, I guess many people have been hearing about fistula, and they've been wondering what it is. But firstly, I want to register to point out, fistula is it's an international burden. It's a serious burden for women. Yeah, it's a serious public health issue. And the next thing is that it forms an integral part of women's health, because women are the most victim of fistula, especially in our country. Being an obstetrician, being in the clinic, and seeing these things happen, it hurts your heart. So it's a very serious issue. So if you look at the word fistula, as you said, should be more simple. It has to do with communication or an opening between two organs that should not be an abnormal opening. So for example, there should not be an opening between the uterus and the womb of a woman and the bladder where the baby sits. There should not be opening. There should not be any communication there. But when there's a fistula, you find out there will be an opening between the bladder and the uterus, which is the womb the woman has. And in that case, if the woman delivers, what happens is that after some time, the urine begins to seep into the uterus. So the baby, for instance, the baby leaves the bladder where it will be kept and pass through the uterus and come through the vagina. In that point, I have incontinence where you won't feel the baby, but baby just come. But where the baby should be kept, there's a hole between their place and the uterus, which is the womb. And another thing that can happen in fistula, you find out that at times there's a communication, because what happens is that the womb, in front of the womb, we call it anteriorly, you have this bladder, where the bladder sits, where the baby can sit. It sits right in front of the womb, like a balloon. So when that balloon bursts, it goes into the vagina. You find women, baby coming down from all you know. Say. It's the same with behind the uterus, which is the womb. You also have the rectum. The rectum where the toilet you shut it pass, the feces you shut it pass. So at times too, due to fistula, due to obstruction, due to complication, you find that sometimes the stool or the feces passes through from the rectum, it goes into the uterus, which is the womb. In that case, you find a woman will be coming stewing through the vagina. And that is simple way we can explain what fistula is. And we get to understand that there are many things that lead to fistula. Now, for our certain, the major thing that lead to fistula, for our certain, because usually in poor income countries, or not developed country or developing country, is more common there. But most of the things that cause fistula for our certain, getting pregnant at a very young age. Okay. You have not reached maturity, your pelvic has not matured, and you get pregnant. Obviously, to push that baby will be hard for you. And most of the time, you end into obstruction where the baby hitch, it cannot come out. Another condition that will contribute towards the fistula, where you have gotten pregnant for your first time. This is why we encourage women at the end of the talk, we say that again, that when you get pregnant, go to the hospital up to your delivery. Because this is your first time getting pregnant, you haven't tried your pelvic. You don't know how big the baby is. But we go at the hospital for delivery, we check all those things for you to know whether you can born the baby by yourself. So getting pregnant at the first time also put you at risk of getting fistula. Home delivery. Many of people don't want to come to the hospital. They want to go to the midwife or the TTM, the traditional midwife, at home or in some corner to give birth. And at that point, they don't know how big the baby is. They don't know whether your pelvic is adequate to push that baby. So they keep you there whole day. You can deliver 2 days, 3 days. You stay there. They try. Some of them go as far as putting some pressure on your stomach, that we call the fundus, so they can forcibly put that baby outside. But the irony is that once that baby is still long in the pelvic, there are things going on there. That baby is pressing against the bladder. And once there's a compression against the bladder, what happens is that no blood flow to that place. So where there is no blood, obviously you have ischemia. I mean, no oxygen going there. That thing will get rotting. And once it get rotting, obviously, it will create some hole. So we've seen that. When you get pregnant too early, too young, you get pregnant your first time, come to the hospital. Another thing, home delivery, avoid home delivery. Another thing that will contribute is access to healthcare system. One of the risk factors. Okay. Probably you're in a town where there is no clinic, there is no hospital close to you. It's also put the women at risk at that point. So we advise that even at that point you are pregnant, come closer to the hospital. So at least at your time of delivery, we'll keep eye on you. So other risk factors that could contribute, which is not common to our setting, have to do with radiotherapy, where you have cancer, they have to do some therapy for you to affect you. And the cancer also can contribute towards fistula, because it spreads to other organs. You will have cancer of the womb, it can spread to the bladder, it can spread to the rectum, that will also end up into fistula. So these are the risk factors for us. But commonly for us in Liberia, we're talking about home delivery, talking about prolonged obstructed labor, where you still long, they say the morning pain, the baby right between there, but the baby can come. And one whole day pass, obviously there's a high tendency, a high risk. Obstructed labor accounts for 97% of fistula. 97% of fistula.
Is it really prevalent in Liberia?
Yes. It's prevalent in a sense that, like just recently, I got a case now that this child was being labored somewhere at the community level and came very obstructed. She lost a baby and now she's down with fistula. So for the long short term of practice, for every 8 to 10 patients, you could have one obstructed. They may not end up into fistula, but you could have one obstructed labor.
Okay. You want to add up to that?
Yeah, no, I think basically she has said everything, but before we continue, let me just say a shout out to the Minister of Health, Madam Louise Maple-Poto, her able deputy, the CMO, Dr. Catherine Cooper, and the minister is also an obstetrician gynecologist, so she has keen interest in women's health and improving the quality of women's lives, as we will talk about further on. So like she said about fistula, not to bore you, but it's very prevalent. In Liberia, we have a lot of women suffering in silence because they call it a pee sickness, and because they smell a lot. So usually they are inside, they don't mix because of the stigma, because of they smell based on the urine or the stool. So there are a lot of them. But in terms of the demographic, in terms of the distribution of fistula cases, what we notice is they are more prevalent they are more in central Liberia, that is Bom, going to Nimba, Lofa. Those are the high zone, Bassa, those are the high zone for fistula. And so that is the reason why, we are bringing this. Fistula has long been in Liberia a very, very long time. But for the past 7 to 8 years, nothing has been done.
So I know we'll talk about a campaign, but is there hope for patients, people who are down with fistula?
Yes,
Hope of getting cured?
yes,
Okay.
yes. And that is the reason why we are here today to offer hope on this day that the campaign has started. To say if you know of anyone suffering from fistula or PP sickness, please come forward. The Ministry of Health, under the leadership of Dr. Louise Maple Poto and her team, have decided that it has been too long since we have intervened on behalf of women with fistula. They continue to suffer in silence for the past 8 to 9 years. So now is the time for them to come and seek care. We have teams on the ground now from Ethiopia. We'll be talking about that. As we speak today, the first patient is being operated on at the Phoebe Hospital, and so it will be for the coming 2 weeks. So it's not too late. That's why we are here to say there is hope, and if you know someone, please come forward, and then we can take it from there.
Okay, so just drive us through the National Fistula Surgical Outreach Campaign. Give us maybe a step-by-step explanation of what is it, how is it going to look like?
So the National Fistula, we call it Surgical Outreach Campaign, is a series of campaigns that the Minister of Health and her senior management team have planned to climax the end of this year. You know, just last week we were here with the HPV vaccine campaign. HPV is the virus that causes what they think cervical cancer, and also lead to reduced quality of life. So again, that has gone. Now we are talking about the fistula campaign, which also is a condition that reduce the quality of life for women, and we'll be also in the next 2 weeks talking about training people on how to manage sexual based violence like rape in the hospital. So you see, there are a series of campaigns lined up on the part of the Ministry of Health to improve the quality of women life. Now, come back to the fistula campaign. With support from the ECOWAS General Office, from the UNFPA, they provided logistical support. However, 70% of the support for this campaign is from the Ministry of Health. So, and then this has been a long time coming. The minister has said, it's not sustainable. And I know, let me say, it's not good in the long term to always bring people from abroad to come, to do fistula campaign, because if you don't have money to pay them, and, the transportation give them, then Tanka, the fistula patients will just be in the hospital, like Dr. Kotiman said. Now at Redemption, we got about 3 persons there already. So she said from the beginning, when the people approached her about fistula, she said, look, I beg you, we got 3 doctors. We got a lot of OBGYNs, including me. So she said, look, let's select 3 of these people for training in Ethiopia to have fellowship. So as we speak now, we got about 3 doctors. 2 already spent 1 year. The other one will be leaving in December to go do their fistula surgery. So in the future, let's say after 1 or 2 years from now, we will not need to invite expert again to come to do our fistula patients. The minister, what she thinks is, after these people return, we'll have a space in the hospital just for fistula patients. So, for example, if Dr. Kotima or me see somebody with fistula, we ain't got to say go home. When the ministry or somebody Google can plan campaign, then we'll call you. We'll just send them directly to the Fistula Center of Excellence, wherever it be located, and these Liberian doctors will be able to work on them. So, but for the meantime, because of the long time with no fistula, national campaign on the part of the government, the minister say, why we training people? I beg you, the people that are in the community suffering, let bring them, and let call 2 persons from Ethiopia. These are professors, renowned professors, to come and join the team in Liberia here to do the fistula campaign. The next thing she said, look, let's look at the high burning places for fistula. We know that Bonkante is high burning, Nima is high burning. So let's start a campaign in Phoebe. So now the campaign here is starting in Phoebe from today, November 25th. It will end in Phoebe on Saturday. Then we'll shift the team to Bombing, Tottenham Bird Hospital, because we want to also people who can move from the eastern part of Liberia, they're way there to travel all the way across, so we can also have access they can have access to care. So as we speak now, the Bon County Health team, the medical director, and Dr. Gier, who's also an obstetrician, she's there screening some patients. So we move the team by December 1, and they will start surgery at the Tottenham Bird Hospital from December 1 to the 6th of December, and the team will climax. So there is still time. That is all about the campaign. And the next thing is, we are doing this in a partnership with Gender Ministry. So after the fistula surgery, we'll move them. They are renovating the fistula home of excellence at Phoebe. We are going to move all of them in Phoebe for 1 month. Gender Ministry will train them in soap making, tie and dyeing, and all the basic skills, life-saving, skills. And then after 1 month, they will get them packaged to go, so that will be able to reintegrate them, into the society. And the campaign is free of charge. In fact, before I close, we're making calls. One of my team members, Dr. Bess and I, and shout out to my team with hard working team. So, and then we were calling people, patients that we know. We had about 25 patients, just imagine that the one we know. And then the minister called, because she's always on the phone with you. And she says, how is it? I said, oh, Madam Minister, we calling people, but some people ain't get transportation. Even though everything is free for the 2-3 weeks they will be there, but the people say they ain't get transportation. She said, but that they're providing transportation. I said, but that, she said, that the thing that poverty related issue. If the people ain't get transportation, you call the county health team, let them make available transportation so the people can go have their surgery. You see, that's how involved the whole campaign is. So I'm saying this to say, if you know somebody who is suffering from fistula and can't afford to travel to Bomi or Bonkante, I beg you, just get in contact with us. The minister say we should make every means available to get them there.
So the people around the central Liberia area now can get to Phoebe. Then people in Western Liberia now will get to Tottenham when the team shifts.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. That you want to add up?
Like she said, there's a need. There's a serious need, because the most important thing is that it's good that we carry on the campaign, and we are training people in the process. That we shall say hats off to the Minister of Health, being our obstetrician, gynecologist. She's doing her best to make sure, it's so saddening when you in that office as an obstetrician gynecologist and you don't make an impact. So have up to her for the impact she's making in women's health. Yeah. But another thing we'll have to raise after, and even after after this campaign, is the issue of prevention.
Okay.
Yeah, because if we can just prevent, it'll be a very good thing to do. Because we always talk about what leads to fistula. So those things that will lead to fistula, we can prevent them. We talk about younger age. Now encourage our young people. It's too early to get pregnant at 13. I mean, you see as low as 13, 14 getting pregnant. Sometimes being a person and coming in contact with them, it's like I just get frustrated, but you have to keep counseling them. So we know, emphasize prevention. Tell them, at this age, your pelvic is not mature to push your baby. Tell people don't do home delivery. Come to the hospital for care, because if you come at the hospital for care, we check your pelvic to see whether it's adequate to push this baby, whether your hip or your pelvic big enough to push, or whether the baby is you are able to put the size of baby, because it depends, because it's part of the age. You're going to be a full grown woman and you carry a microscopic baby, or baby that is more than 4 grams. It's dangerous for you to also push that baby. And there's a high tendency that that baby could hitch in the vulva that will lead to fistula if it's not urgent attend to. So there's a need to also continue to press on what wetness and how to prevent this thing that will lead to fistula. Let us discourage home delivery. Let us discourage TTM doing delivery. And let us even discourage health workers who in the habit of doing delivery secretly at home, because when the complication starts, what happens is that you go back to the hospital. So we encourage our health worker to be the whistleblower up there. And there's a need to come to the hospital when you are pregnant to deliver, because the most important thing when it comes to fistula is the intrapartum state, where woman at the place of getting about to deliver. That's the point to arrest it, because if you don't arrest it at that point, when you reach the fistula point, it gets so embarrassing. It brings so much depression on the patient. Like my patient mother I was speaking to yesterday, she felt so depressed. She even told me, I said, you call the fistula team? Say yes, because they divided flyers around there. And the day after, she was able to call the team, and I was able to communicate with them. Oh yeah, she's in the hospital. So it like you will see she has smile on her face. She felt relieved, and I kept encouraging her, don't worry, we'll be okay by the grace of God once she stay here. So I think awareness also is a key. And we thank God again for the minister that training people out there. The thing about the training out there, once you train others out there, they'll be able to train us in country and lead in the work and spirit. We can be able to make great impact on women.
What can you say about community mobilization and partnership, especially on the campaign? Are people aware of it? Did you engage with the communities?
Yeah, we did. In fact, the team of community mobilizers, they returned on Sunday. So we had teams, like she said, sharing, like Dr. Cottiman just stated, sharing flyers, around. We had team as far as Foya, Dr. Yekesa and her team went as far as Foya. As a matter of fact, just in Foya, we had 6 patients between the ages of 20 to 27, all suffering from fistula. And then we had another girl who they said.
Do they know this condition?
Yes. Okay. We share the flyers. We call it a PP sickness. Usually the fistula name is too big. Okay. So what people usually say is the PP sickness, because after delivery, the person just continue to PP on themselves. Wow. So I've been receiving calls because the numbers there. I have one of those numbers that are on the flyers. So I was just your people left from here. They left the flyers here, and the number here I got 4 persons, even a pastor from Foya call. So we went Foya, we went Bassa, Nimba, Ketman. We were like across the country, and because this is a national campaign, and each time the people left, there were barrage of calls. We got patient here. So we have seen, and then they went to the marketplaces. Like for Nimba, we had the marketplaces map up, Kample, Ganta, Sanikole, those big cities. So the team went in, and then they went and engaged people at the marketplaces. Even a pastor, like I said, called. So we went also to the hospital. So community mobilization was intense, because we know these people are always hating. Yeah, they are not, most of the time you don't see them outside. Wow. Yeah, you don't see them outside.
Is there a targeted number of persons that are to benefit from this campaign?
We targeting between 50 to 100 for the 2 weeks. Okay. But if we have more, we still not refuse them. Yeah, so we say let it keep coming, and that is the target.
So, Dr. Kotima, what are some of the ways in which fistula can be prevented? If someone has fistula, what are maybe the numbers to call in order to benefit from the outreach?
So, like I was saying, prevention is the best thing to do. So, once we can get it prevented, like we don't have to worry about it even happening because it's already been prevented. So, like we talk about the risk factors, what are the things that lead to fistula? Talk about age. Encourage our young girls. 13, 14, you should not be getting pregnant. So once you don't get pregnant at that age, know that automatically you are prevented to, at some level from fistula. Now, if you get pregnant for your first time, we shall record a medical term, priming gravida, and that's the first pregnancy. Please go to the hospital for care during your delivery time. Because what happens, people go to the hospital for care, and during delivery, they go somewhere else to deliver. And I can tell you, the delivery fee is relatively free. Because if you go to a community and you deliver for 6,000, 7,000, and you go to retention, if you're having a drug revolving form, you pay 3,000, sometimes you don't have it, we say to your delivery, then why can't you come to the hospital? So come to the hospital and do your delivery because you don't know how big that baby is. At the clinic or at the house, no matter do your ultrasound, you know the baby is 4 kg, 4.5 kg. And this is your first time. You don't predict what delivery will be. That's the thing about obstetric. You don't predict. They say the delivery, the woman will deliver safely. So it's always good to be done in the hospital. Because at that point, you are being checked every 4 hours. That's a point where we reach and notice someone can born this baby. So now level progress very smoothly. At a certain point, no, this woman can make it because there's always assessment every 4 hours. Every 4 hours. So we encourage you to come to the hospital. One of the ways of preventing is that come to the hospital, and even at the hospital setting, as clinicians, that are examine our patient timely. So we don't make quick referral at the level of the clinic because the hospital will not do it. Even at the level of the clinic, when we get there, we encourage our midwives, our clinicians to make sure to do the examination on time and make sure we refer in time. And don't feel that the woman can deliver. So if we do those things, will help. And like she said, there's a need to. She just about the county, the minister said that when there's no transportation, let the county health team help to see where they can transport people. That will also be good when it comes to the delivery process. That we should amplify that if there's a need to refer from one clinic to a hospital setting, the county health team should be available to transport that patient. There should be some policy on the book that maybe if a woman stay with you 6, 7, 8 hours, 18 hours, she's not progressing in labor, please send her. If there's no transportation, let her get a county health team involved to make sure bring the people over to be a help to them. So these are ways that you can prevent it and stop home delivery totally. Let us stop home delivery. No home, absolutely no home delivery. With all the mention the minister have been taking along with a team, there are still people who do home delivery. They have caught some of them. They have seized the material.
Especially in Moserado.
Can you imagine? In Moserado, where the minister and her team is seated. So just imagine in a rural area.
So is there a way that maybe community people can somehow get involved by contacting the ministry when they notice that people are still doing maybe home delivery in a particular area?
So I think there's a way. It's possible. It's possible. The county health team have to work along with the community leaders, the town chiefs, and other people. Like when we're in Lima, that's why they might eat more. In San Nicolas, we have this package for TTN that when you bring women to the hospital to deliver, they will get something appreciative. But when you are caught doing delivery at home, it will be dangerous for you. So most of them are bringing women to deliver.
Then they get some kind of percentage.
And work along with the town chiefs, the community dwellers, because the community knows exactly who is in that community doing delivery. And we have to be very wise in doing it because sometimes people target people also. So you have almost like a security team there that people don't know about them, that because there are awareness going around, don't do delivery home because lives have been lost. So it's possible to strategize in that manner. And we have already started doing it. It has been a help. I can tell you the influx of patients now at the hospital when it comes to delivery, it has increased almost 2 times the number.
So one critical thing will be that, okay, this woman has been a traditional midwife in this place. It's kind of her own livelihood. That's her economic activities. So if, for example, the ministry say, oh, you should stop this thing totally, are there any kind of alternative as to how the woman can sustain herself and thing. What do you do?
Yes, that has been a key issue and some of the reasons why people continue to do home deliveries. But the ministry now is our minister, Madam Louise Mpoto, is actively, like quite recently, they have packaged almost 10,000 lapas and other things that they distributed to the hospitals, to encourage women after delivery, they give to them. And the other thing is the package for the traditional midwives, the boots, the slipper, the flashlight. Quite recently, the ministry was able to purchase, and send some to Bapolu and other places. So in that case, we have seen, a gradual decline, but again, she's working on more sustainable measures, especially for those who are trainable. Can they be shifted into the community health
Sure.
assistance, program, so that they can be put on a payroll, and, to have, daily, monthly allowance,
Okay.
so that they would, carry just by carrying, because we have a community health program. So people who are TTMs and have some degree like high school, they can be able to be trained and incorporated into the community health assistant program. In that case, we'll be able to track pregnant women. At the end of the month, they will get salary. So we are trying to, the minister is also looking at all of those, areas. But like Dr. Kotima just said, we have seen some progress. However, Monserrato continue to be
How
the
Monserrato?
headache.
How
It may be because the
Monserrato with all
population
of
or the
the health
people knows too
facilities
much,
around
bro.
here? Yeah, but I know you mentioned something about this in passing when we talk about sustainability of this whole fistula intervention. Can you make further emphasis as to what the ministry is doing so that we don't always have to bring people out of the country to do it when they go back? Nothing happening again until they come back maybe after some years. What is the ministry doing about that?
Yeah, so like I said at the beginning, when the ECOWAS General Office approached the ministry and said, look, we have this small support for fistula. We want to just support campaign and then we want to support renovation. The minister looked at the work plan and said, look, we want to support training of our doctors so that when they come back, we can have a fistula center of excellence. So it was a back and forth, because initially their plan did not have training of doctors. It was just to support campaign and and some other things, support the strategy for the country. So the minister told them no. So we were on this back and forth, and thankfully the minister was able to convince them and to send and sponsor 3 doctors. So currently we have two, like I said, Dr. Enders and Dr. Wileko in Ethiopia. In Africa, they got 2 centers of excellence according to the Federation of International Obstetrician Gynecologists Society. Obstetrics Gynecology Society, sorry, FIGO. They have 2 centers of excellence. One is in Nigeria and one is in Ethiopia. So we're able to send these doctors to one of the centers of excellence. The report we are receiving is 1 year now. They are saying that these doctors are doing very well. In fact, 2 of the professors are here to support the team and to carry on the fistula surgery. So our hope is, the minister hopes that at least in the next 2 or 3 years there will not be any need for us to pay transportation, airfare, and even DSA to foreign doctors to come and do fistula surgery. We'll have our own doctors who have been trained where the experts are coming from, one of the best in Africa and in the world. So we'll have them here. And the minister is thinking, she's now looking for a place. The last time I heard her, she was trying to identify space in one of these big hospitals where these doctors can be stationed and all of the materials provided. So now what I'm saying, by the grace of God, in the next 2-3 years, we'll not have need for foreign doctors to come and do fistula surgery in terms of campaign and stuff like that.
Okay. Is there any final thing you like to say before we open the phone lines? Maybe certain thing I haven't asked about, and then we'll open the phone lines to interact with members of the public.
Well, I think we have talked more. What I'm just the last what I can say now is the ministry under the leadership of Madam Dr. Louis Maple Poto is really, really thinking night and day about how to improve the quality of lives for women. And we are in this campaign. We say, please, if you know somebody who got fistula, who's suffering from fistula, please call 0776541177. 0776541177. There are other numbers I will get.
Call that one again.
0776541177. There are other numbers I will get before the show ends, not off my head, before I will have to look for it. So, again, the campaign has officially started. And
at Phoebe today.
Okay. We will be operating on the first 3 patients today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as we said earlier, fistula is a public health issue. So we are calling upon everybody, the community, the churches, the mosques, and the neighborhood to join us in this fight for fistula, to make Liberia a better place. Because the thing about fistula is it has a multiple devastating effects on women. Can you imagine a woman or man would say a wife should be separated from him because of this condition? I mean, a whole lot of depression is associated with it. You can't go among your friends, or you feel so embarrassed every time you have to take by a few minutes because the urine keep coming down. Because it's not like you feel like urinating. It's like you just feel this urine coming down. Incontinence. Sometimes you just feel this stool coming down. So it's something very, very, very embarrassing. It has some psychological effect on women. So we are asking the community and every other person to join us as we create a awareness that there's a need, there's a hope for those patients. And we should put our hands around them. We shouldn't just dash them. There is a hope, like she said. Thank God for the minister that is training other doctors out there. But I can assure you, as they come back, they'll be used as trainer of trainers to train those on the ground so that we can have a large coverage for Liberia as a whole. So in addition to the numbers she called, the numbers on the flyers, let me just call 0886 524133.
Okay, again?
0886 524133.
Okay.
0886 again. 796537.
Okay.
0776 54
Okay.
1177. If you call any of these numbers, you will get in contact with any of the team member to be a help.
Okay. Yes, so we will take some calls now. We have Dr. Noah Gopudolo Dennis and Dr. Kula Kotima here. We're talking about the National Fistula Outreach Campaign that have started today at the Phoebe Hospital in Bond County. Yeah, so-called 0777 700 995 0777 700 is the number. So let's take the first caller here. Okay, let me see.
This is a gift from the minister to you. Please wear this shirt.
Oh, really?
To create awareness.
Okay.
You can wear it from now to December 6th. So
Okay.
you follow the team. Officially, according to the minister.
Okay, thank you. And thanks to the minister. Yeah. So let's take the calls now. This one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Pastor Walker calling from Boston, Boston.
Okay.
Yeah. Good morning, the studio guests.
you, the moderator, you ask them a question and they never give an answer pertaining to that the ministry has taught about the home delivering. What will become the benefit of them because that what they are living by? And he said every delay should be done in the hospital. Then what becomes the benefit of them because they are already learned it for whom? And sometimes they are deliver more than our children and the children they are healthy in the community. And you ask them, no, I know any response from them.
Okay,
so
they will make further emphasis on that, but they provided some response, but they will make further emphasis. That is take this other person. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
And good morning also to your guest in studio. I'm David E. Harris and I call from Benson Street.
Okay.
Yes, I would like to comment on some of the things they said. They talk about early teenage pregnancy that also cause the issue of fistula. Mm-hmm. So what is the Ministry of Health in collaboration with the Ministry of Gender doing to sensitize the public in prevention? Because they say early prevention is better off. Lastly, they talk about people should not deliver people at home or to clinics that are not effective. So I will ask the question, how many ambulances the Ministry of Health have? Because in some other countries, they have a fleet of ambulances that you can call any time of the day, even at night, to take patients to the hospital. Because when someone is in very serious pain, they will not rock care on the kind of road we have to go to the hospital. So I would like to know the fleet of ambulances they have in central town and across other countries. How many? Thanks to them also.
Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
My name is James Corley. I'm calling from UN Drive.
We mean your call and ask questions, though.
I want to appreciate the studio guest. I have an experience. I want them to please help me. You see, I have a 3-year-old daughter that was taken to the bush. And then when she came back from the bush, hello? When she came back from the bush, I started experiencing similar things they are discussing. She started to urine on herself, and it became a very terrible and difficult time for me. So I started taking her to hospital, started from EWA, wishing that when I even see the white doctor, my brother will be sore. Luckily, we met a white doctor. He referred us to Dr. Brunskin. I met Dr. Brunskin. We went to all the big hospitals you can think about in this country. Can you imagine I used to live on the Rafi Highway, coming to town with my daughter. I would put the cloth over my lap, set her there. Before we can reach the town, all we get soaked. She just is urinating herself. So this female superstitions, what you're talking about, doing away with the harmful cultural practices, you're big advocate for it. I lost my daughter to that practice. It was terrible.
She passed?
Yes.
Wow.
She passed. Terrible. Everywhere. When the doctor checked her, they were blaming. Why did you take your daughter there? I said, it's not me. My mother came and just slapped her out of my hand. Took them there. Okay? Can you imagine from 1999? Took my children, 2 girls' children. One was 3, one was 5. The one that was 3 passed away from that statistician's error they did. It damaged her. I couldn't send her to school. She was just in a yard loom song. She couldn't play because her pants just wet with the urine. You know, I mean, man.
Sorry,
so this harmful cultural practices, that's why you see Bone County is one of the permanent areas you're talking about, because there where these practices are very serious. Bone County, Lofa and thing. And I'm from Bone County. Okay? So you're trying to advocate. Let's say you must ban the culture, but those terrible ones, those harmful ones that threaten the lives of these women, just stop it. I don't know why people are in the house there making it look like they're trying to stop culture and they want to be defending, comparing with guillotine. You know,
all right. Thank you for sharing, but thank you. Yeah. Sorry for that. Yeah, that's so sad. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead. We're talking about a fistula outreach campaign. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm calling from Marshall. Yes, I want to know concerning about the
home delivering. The hospital, my brother took his wife in the hospital, and we were able to run her to pay $200 just for the delivery. And the home delivery cannot charge her a month. Now they are telling her to go to the hospital. Which of the benefits would be given to the doctor concerning the parent or the husband of that wife? Thank you.
I really can you, I don't know. We want to understand. You say which benefit the doctor will give or how?
Because when you deliver when your wife deliver at home, you will not pay that here a month. So I want to know whether it will be free to carry your wife in the hospital. It will be free.
Well, they will answer you, but you see the whole thing, everything gets cost attached with it. When you're looking for almost there, you can pay. Then one more. But thank you. I understand. Thank you. They will answer. I just talking something in passing. But good morning.
Morning, Marka. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. Go ahead.
I'm Daniel Philly. I call you from Brazil. One thing I want to suggest to your studio guests is that I think you should carry on evaluation in those that can deliver at home to know who best, know the practice.
Chief.
And probably
Chief, Chief, they think that you call a spade. It is scientifically proven that home delivery is the main factor causing the fistula disease for women. So, in order to prevent this thing, can we stop home delivery? I think this is just the information. All the other technicality about, when they put on deliver home again, the money to the hospital will be plenty, or how the people who doing home delivery will eat, that have an alternative livelihood. You delivering at home, you are causing problem for your life. You go to the hospital, you pay money, you are safe. So which one is better, Chief?
Yes. While I was thinking about what the people were saying, maybe they can evaluate them to know who best know the job, and then they can facilitate the hospital, or them with hospital materials, or let us still work in the hospital.
Chief, what they have done is that they are empowering those who are in a community who are traditional or trained traditional midwives to be able to guard the pregnant women and carry them to the hospital. Simple. That's just it. And when you carry the pregnant woman to the hospital, the woman deliver safely, you get a late package and go home. And me tell the last caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. I'm Bernard calling from Calcutta City.
Okay.
I just want to buttress the effort of, or praise the effort of those health practitioners that your guest this morning. They are doing their best, but Liberia here, the best corporate and myself can understand how we that say the corner for all behaving. They are saying the right thing. Myself, I can go against it. The whole delivery is causing a lot of problems. I don't know what the women do. They can listen to some of these information that they
had to talk. They had to call.
It's hard. You see, you go to various villages, that's why the poor are carrying on. So it's the government need to put some mechanism into place so that people can go everywhere where they will be able to work, to educate those midwives that are there to start those things.
Okay.
It's causing a lot of pain for our children.
And our women. Thank you. Yes, we can't take any more calls. We just have less than 3 minutes, so we will just go back to the guests. We can use this time to close the show. Yes.
So let me just start and then we conclude. So we're going to start from the bottom. We talk about one caller talk about he paid $200 US for delivery. But please come to redemption. I don't know before. It's just $3,000. It's drug revolving form. The medicine they're using on the person to deliver, you just like paying back that money, which is even less. So it's 3,000 liberty. So you have a pregnant woman, please come at Redemption Hospital. It's 3,000 liberty, which is a drug revolving form. Or the one I just talked about, to go and see who can do delivery better at home. You don't have equipment at home. You are telling who care ultrasound to the woman house. You care theater, operating theater there. I mean, blood there, because it's not only fistula, the complication that comes from delivery. There are other complications. There are postpartum hemorrhage. There are we cause a whole lot of things. There are core prolapse. Sometimes a woman giving birth, she starts to convulse, her pressure goes up high. That person able to control that person at home. There's no way. So we are seeing home delivery is discouraged. Please bring your wife or your sister or your daughter at the hospital. Or you talk about ambulance services. I may not count how many ambulances, but I can tell you for Mozzarella, EMS is effective. Yeah. If you want to get the EMS, it's 5888. I mean, Lone Star can call, and Second can call that number 5888. Yeah. So there's an issue that you need an ambulance, call the EMS, and it will come to your aid. Oh, sorry for the person I'm talking about. His daughter died during this thing. But at that time, like now, probably due to sophistication where there's no instruments and what have you, but those cases would have been handled by even a urologist that will happen in country also. Like, bro, I've trained 3 urologists. They are here when there's a urine issue beside even fistula. They are here to handle this issue. So when there's an issue on urine, also see quad JFK, you have people to handle them. He talked about how many ambulances. There was since that's the problem of early pregnancy. He talked about the gender ministry and what have you. Awareness is always going on. There's something we do awareness of. Even at the level of the hospital, every day we do awareness in the community. Always say that be part of that whistle blowing also and blow that whistle in your community. There's a need that young people should not get pregnant because they're pelvic now mature to push baby. They come to the benefit of TTM. She's already said it. There are things that have been put into place for TDM to come and bring the people to the hospital. And she said the minister is also working other packages to be a help to the TTM. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. I mean, and sorry to the fellow who lost his daughter. It was so traumatic. I mean, I'm feeling so bad. But going forward, at least in the next 1 to 2 years, that will not be happening. In addition to strongly discouraging harmful traditional practices, if anything as such occurs, we will be having doctors here. We have ambulances stationed at all key health facilities in Monserrado. You just have to turn up to any of these health facilities. And if you need health facility, if you need transportation, they will be able to facilitate the transportation. Again, for the TTM, the traditional birth attendants, the minister now is thinking about incorporating some of these people and giving them regular monthly stipend, okay, so that they can stay away from whatever. But in closing, the fistula campaign, on behalf of the Minister of Health and our senior management team, I declare it open. Please call the numbers. I see a lot of numbers calling. I know that these people have patience, so I will return each and every one of those calls. So please call and reach out to Ministry of Health. Thank you. And thank you, OKFM and Marka Davis, for hosting us.
Okay, thanks so much for coming. They've been our guests here today, Dr. Noai Kopudolo Dennis and Dr. Kula Kotimai have been our guests on the OK Morning Rush today. Thanks to all of you for your listening role. Thanks for calling to participate. Those who follow on OK TV online, thank you so much. My name is Marka Davis. Blessing Rejoice Nimlin has been our producer here alongside Abraham Kenneth. Do have yourself a wonderful Tuesday.